Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Enter the Gungeon. I'm gonna play as the Marine today, I think. This is the first, video, full stop, that I've recorded since being back from, E3. So I expect to be really bad. I'm a great salesman. I'm really good at selling myself. I think this video is gonna suck, don't watch it. No, it's not what I'm trying to say. You know, maybe we could actually do Gun Game and try to beat the Lich. We haven't beaten the Lich in Gun Game yet, right? We've had some fun with Gun Game, but we don't think we've ever beaten the Lich. Either way, you know what? Gun Game's fun and kind of a nice warm-up for us. If I expect to do poorly anyway, this is kind of like a little bit... I do think it makes the game easier, but at the same time, it also gives me a little bit less pressure, I guess, to fully succeed, because if I fail, I can just be like, oh, the fucking Gun Game's broken, it gave me a Derringer, etc., etc. But yes, it's my first video back from E3. Thank you all for the support while I was gone. I need to turn down the game as always. I'm not saying the video is gonna suck because my commentary is gonna be off point or anything like that. I think rather, I'm a little bit out of practice with Gungeon. Now, it's not like Isaac, right now, oh, we got the camera. I'm so far ahead in Isaac recordings that I haven't played the game in 10 days and I've still got a little bit of a backlog to go on. Gungeon, I was playing very regularly before I left, so I'm not so far out of practice that I expect to be, absolutely horrible. It hasn't been weeks since I played or anything like that, but there might be a little bit of a learning curve here. I did visit Devolver when I was at E3. For those of you expecting maybe, oh, did you check out some Gungeon DLC or anything like that? I did not. I don't know if that exists. But there was a little Gungeon setup that they had going on, but I didn't stop by it, actually. I was checking out their new stuff, like Shadow Warrior 2 and Absolver and more stuff like that. But anyway, that's there'll be a video of that stuff there. But I did read the comments coming back, and I appreciate... Mega Down? At least it changes our gun off the Gungeon Eagle, but anyway. I appreciate the enthusiasm with which you have let me know... Oh, we got the pea shooter already. That Curse does not actually impact your health past the 3rd level or something like that. Like at one level, I can't remember if it's the 3rd or the 2nd or the 3rd or the 4th. It loses, or causes you to lose HP. After that point, there's no negative effects until 10 stacks of Curse, at which point you actually die. So, obviously we're going to watch out for that, but Curse is something I should, maybe experiment with a little bit more. The other negative effect is that you get more jammed enemies, which is actually no joke. Jammed enemies are, in my opinion, much more of a negative than, champion enemies from Isaac. They're absolutely heinous. I think I'm going to stick with Grenade Launcher for now. But yeah, I appreciate that, actually. I looked at the comments today. That's something I did not know. To be fair to myself, there's a little bit of, oh my god, so many chests as well. Amulet of the Pit Lord. I don't think it's fantastic. It prevents us from taking fall damage, but it's certainly okay. I looked in the comments. People were like, hey, idiot. Curse is something that doesn't actually impact you much, except in the way that enemies spawn past the 3rd stack or the 4th stack. And I was like, okay. And some guy was like, he has over 100 hours in this game, and he doesn't know that yet. And I said, excuse me, sir, I don't think I have 100 hours yet. And then I went to Steam, and Steam betrayed me. It said that I had 102 hours, and I said, Steam, how could you? I thought that we were on the same page here. I thought we were teammates. I thought we were friends, and you have broken my heart. So what's the goal here? Well, it's Gungeon. You're aware of the goal of Gungeon. Hello, Gungeon, my old friend. Flawless boss one again. Oh, God. Okay, actually, the Hexagon's amazing. It's just temporarily extremely frightening in there. You know what? I've decided at this point, I don't really care who I shoot. I'm just gonna shoot. Because if young Metro don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot. I wanted to evoke an internet meme, but in the style of perhaps a political campaign ad. If young Metro don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot. If young Metro won't shoot, then who will? Northernlion 2016. We got a really good setup of weapons there. The Mahogany is really good, and Bundle of Wands is awesome too. And the Betrayer, of course, is nice as well. It doesn't really matter if we pick up the Mine Cutter, but I'll pick up the Mine Cutter anyway. And that turned our Mine Cutter into a shot bow. Well, it turned our Bundle of Wands into a Mine Cutter, which then turned into a shot bow. But still, That's fine. Mostly we want to stack up HP so we can keep our dream of having a lot of HP and possibly beating the Lich alive here. We got Earthworm Gym Gun. Oh, that was really dumb of me. Earthworm Gym Gun, not quite the powerhouse that it is in Duck Game maybe, but still doing work here. I think it's so tempting to sell Amulet of the Pit Lord, and we'll definitely buy a key. But if we sell Amulet of the Pit Lord, what are we hoping to get? First off, we're hoping that we're never going to take fall damage. Because if we ever take fall damage, why would you shoot the barrel? Like, you got to be as silly as I am. If we ever take fall damage, of course the immediate reaction that we're going to have is, well, we could have just, you know, saved Amulet of the Pit Lord, and then we wouldn't have to purchase another heart or a piece of armor, or rather just die or something like that. So, there's definitely an element of that. Oh, this has to be opened. It's spice! Okay, well, it's time to put our money where our mouth is on this run, I suppose. Sure. Grab 1 level of spice, 1 HP, and there's our secret room as well, which has key and armor in it, which is pretty good. It's not as good as key and peel, but it's pretty solid. Hello, Ruka. Hey, buddy, what's up? Cat's been missing us a little bit since we've been away. You know the song, I Ain't Been Missing You At All Since You've Been Gone? This is not that. We know this is going to have a gun, so we're going to shoot it. Because we have no interest in a gun. We do have interest in junk. Not much interest in junk, but some interest. I don't really want to use a key to, Hello. That's my cat again. I don't really want to use a key to open that door, just in case it's fairy in a jar or something like that. So I guess, in all honesty, maybe we'll try to get to, like, 9 levels of curse. Or 8, and we'll just try to keep an eye on it. Spice maybe could be a really valuable thing for us to have here, but I have to admit that it does scare me quite a little bit as well. But I think as far as the first floor goes, this is pretty good. We're leaving with 2 more HP, a little bit of extra armor, guns don't matter, and some passive items. And that's why I didn't sell Amulet of the Pit Lord. I, found myself being like, it's a passive, and we're going to want as many passives as we can possibly get. So, I mean, we could buy spice. Honestly, I don't think we'll need to. Mimic... Every time, man. Mimic Tooth Necklace. I can't say it. Mimic Tooth Necklace is actually really good. It means we never need a key as long as the rest of the run's going. Okay, so we got 5. Now we got 6, but we did pick up a level of curse. So far it's just been good, right? I mean, or the level of curse is going to create more jammed enemies, but it's mostly been good. 2 HP for 1 level of curse is a fantastic trade, considering, how many times did I just pick up the Huntsman without even having an intention of using it, and that gave me a level of curse as well. It might only give you a level of curse while you're using the weapon in question, but even still. I'm sure ammo's meaningless, but that's okay. We may indeed end up buying Mimic Toothed Necklace, which again is just blowing my mind to try to have to say here. But we'll see, basically, is what it's going to come down to. I'm not sure yet. I didn't love it last time, but it's kind of like kale, right? The first time you have kale, most people are not, like, super into it. But you know what's good for you. You're like, down in California, they freaking love it. Maybe I should go check out what's going on with this kale business for myself here and experience it, firsthand. What's the point of this analogy? I'm saying, like, I recognize that on a logical level it seems amazing. And it's expensive, it's 2 keys, so you have to think that that's probably really, really good considering the cost that they're offering it for there. So I am gonna probably pick it up. Oh, I'm an idiot. My brain was running through too many calculations. It's like, do I want this or do I want this? And the answer is, I want it all, but didn't really work out the way I intended. This is not the Derringer, this is the Deckard. The Deckard is super good. So the longer they'll leave me with this gun, the better. At this point, we're just trying to keep our armor alive, but honestly, that's worth quite a lot. The armor, that is. You never know when 1 HP could end up making the difference on a Lich fight. It's pretty much like where I'm at in my Gungeon career right now. If I beat the Lich, 1 HP almost always makes a difference. We got some armor back. Sure, I'll switch out the shot grub. And we got the Moon Scraper, which is pretty terrible, but sure. Life goes on. Is it amazing for finding secret rooms or horrible for finding secret rooms? I can't really tell yet. Let's continue to explore. We got a lot of stuff left to tackle on this floor. I'm still happy with the way it's gone down, even though I took damage against the Beholster. We've not yet encountered jammed enemies. That's going to be a test of my faith here. Excuse me. Oh, we got bullet. Okay. I was like, someone's shouting at me in the other room. Nope. It's just the game saying bullet. Bullet. Oh. I do think this is one of the last things we have to knock out. I actually don't know to get 100% completion if we have to beat, if we have to beat the Lich as the robot. It's on my personal to-do list, but I'm not sure if it's literally mandatory. But, you know, Gungeon's in kind of a weird place. It's getting good viewership, and that is something that, you know, so Alien Sidearm, which I secretly still kind of like, despite the fact that, it's kind of trash. Let's look for a secret room, and then I'll get into the conversation I was going to get into here. You know, a game getting viewership is important for me for a number of reasons, one of which is that, you know, it pays my bills. The other one is, if it's not getting good viewership but I still like the game, I can just play it in my downtime and play something I enjoy that also gets good views during the work time, and then, you know, we can kind of have a best of both worlds. It's not the #1 most important criteria when it comes to, you know, what I play on the channel, but it is a criteria for sure. Every game that I play on the channel, I like, and I'm very lucky. Might as well open it. It's Alien Sidearm. I'd rather let the rat get it, honestly. You know what? It doesn't give us Alien Sidearm if we pick it up. We will lose our Void Core, but it'll... Never mind, it gave us Alien Sidearm. Yeah, I'm very lucky that, you know, for whatever reason, my brain is broken, and even, like, 3,000 episodes of Isaac later, I still love it. Which, by the way, the criticism for that has fallen off. For like a year, people were like, he's only playing it because it still gets views. I think now, at this point, they're like, no one man was that dedicated, unless he must truly love it to deal with it still after all these years. But anyway, I appreciate that. But we're coming close to the end of content, and I don't know if it's gonna... I'm just gonna open it, unfortunately. That was bad. So we do want to open our next chest. Or not open, rather, but... Well, yeah, open. We don't need to use a key to open it, though. So I'm gonna buy a key and then buy the Mimic Tooth necklace, I guess. Yeah, again, we're not gonna need the spice. We're probably gonna kill the Mimic and then get spice, but that's okay. And the Mimic is gonna be a pain in the ass here. And you might even be saying, why would you even get involved in this conversation about analytics and stuff like that? It really is just out of, like, respect for the most part. You're watching, like, episode 80 of a Let's Play, hour 80 of a Let's Play. You know, you've spent time with it. You're invested. You deserve to know where it's going. I don't know how much longer Gungeon is going to last once we actually get through all the content, but there's no replacement for it yet. So I wouldn't, like... Hold up. Let me just make sure I can't just walk over. Unlocks all chests. Okay, I guess... I was thinking maybe I could just go over there and press A on them, and then that would happen. Like, I would open them up, but then when I came back out of my Ammonomicon, I had just shot, so... Honestly, the Charm Bow is doing fine here, at least buying me a lot of time. But anyway, what I was gonna say is, don't feel like the series is in danger of ending anytime soon or anything like that. I do still really like Gungeon, but without an expansion coming... or before the expansion comes, I think there's a little bit like of a dearth of content here to some extent. Yeah, that's pretty good. Ammo belt. Not a dearth relative to other games, because that would be ridiculous, considering how long we played it here. But, you know, when it comes to its comparisons to Isaac or something, or even Spelunky, but not everyone's going to agree with that. I'm not sure if there's like 1,000 episodes worth of content out of this, which is a ridiculous thing to even bring up, considering how much content is already in the game to begin with. But anyway, I'm not trying to make Gungeon fans angry or anything like that. It's a game that I love, and I love playing, but... I'm just saying, I don't know, once we actually knock the stuff off the to-do list, what more is there left to do? I could try to do streaks, and that might be what we do. But we're gonna have to see. Anyway, this is inside baseball. But yeah, the reason I bring it up is just because, you know, first off, it makes for really boring commentary for most people, which is good because it, you know, dilutes my brand. Then people go, I don't want to watch that next NL video because he talked too much about stupid YouTube shit nobody cares about in that last one. But then, you know what the Northernlion brand really is? And I say brand, you know, with tongue firmly planted in cheek. It's really criticizing myself. I hope that comes across. Like, I'm nothing if not self-critical. So when you call me an idiot, rest assured that I'm calling myself an idiot as well, only like 10 times over. I hope we never get Cupid's bow again. I'm starting to realize there may have been a slight folly in my suggestion that we roll with Spice in Gungeon, because we are doing so little damage, and if we have to consistently fight jammed enemies, the jammed enemies, they're gonna be a real hard time, I think. Oh my god, thank the Lord. We've gotten the particulator, or whatever it's called. It doesn't matter for now. It's Gungeon, just have a good time. But yeah, you know, you've invested 70 hours or whatever in watching. Oh, that was really bad of me. In watching this series, you deserve to know where it's going. And the answer is nowhere for the near future. And maybe for the medium-term future, but who knows? It depends on what's coming down the pipeline. That also looks dope. Excuse me, sir, I need to get in that minecart and then murder you inside of it. We have an achievement that is yet to be unlocked. It's like murder... I can't remember. 100 enemies from inside of a minecart, so the more that I can get, the merrier. Rather than focusing on the future, let's pull a play out of Eagle-Eye Cherry's playbook and just save tonight, you know? Fight the break of dawn, come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone. Well, not actually tomorrow, though. Okay, we've got the blunderbuss. I think the blunderbuss is completely acceptable. I don't think it's good, but it's not horrible. The fact that it's got some good knockback is good. And what's the state of the run like right now? I never thought I'd say this, but I'm kind of gunning for more spice. Like, if we're betting on, oh, that was really, really bad. If we're going for the full-on, you know, spice party here, and we know there ain't no party like a Spice Club party. That's a totally different girl band, Northernlion. You're talking about S Club 7. You meant to be talking about the Spice Girls, you poser. Are you even a real 90s kid? Actually, this is a really good weapon to have to fight a mimic with, I'll tell you that much. But what I will say is, I want to go all in on the spice, man. You might as well use 3 of these right here. And I mean, there's no reason to take ammo drop with us, but I'm hoping that we get a better setup later. Because really, my strategy is going to be get to 15 HP or whatever we can get to. Sure, I will blank here. What? It took 2 blanks. That. Oh God, I forgot. All chests. I got a false sense of security. Yeah. So the way that those work is that the first blank has a very high chance to give you the chest, but it's not always going to happen on the first one. We might as well take Stump, honestly, get rid of the ammo drop. And then subsequent blanks actually have a chance, but an increasingly small chance to get it. So I understand a little bit more how that works. It's not that it's guaranteed on the first blank. It's just more likely on the first blank, or extremely likely on the first blank. Anyway, I'm waiting on this freaking spice is what I'm trying to say, because 6 HP on the 3rd floor is not bad. It's certainly not bad, but there's room to grow here. I got rhymes in my mind embedded like an embryo. Valor Morgunus, by the way. That's a shame because, and by Morgunus, I guess I should say Morgunus, but now that I think about it, these guys dodge roll games, these jokesters with their wordplay, regular old Shakespeare's, but what was I saying earlier? This gun is incredible. What is this? How have I never noticed this before? Please don't leave me so soon. Yeah, anyway, long story short, stack up HP. 6 HP on the 3rd floor. I mean, it's not bad, but we have a little bit more left to accomplish, you know, to be truly impressed. You can get 6 HP by the 3rd floor. Mind you, we haven't fought the boss yet, so it's kind of an unfair standard to hold us to, but you can get this much HP by this floor. You can also get this much HP by Lamos. You could let the rhythm take you over by Lamos. And then I don't remember the other lyrics because they're in Spanish. Okay, I think the Stump has been killed. What? It might have been good for me to save the stump for this situation, but honestly, I guess maybe I prefer... I'm almost an idiot. I guess, well, I'm still an idiot, but I'm just an idiot who didn't get punished for it, you know? I guess we should save the stump for the more difficult attacks. Bullet bore's okay. Oh, it's not bullet bore, it's just the alternate fire on the Gorgon. Very scary, but this is the Gungeon, right? So I have an extra speed boost, at least temporarily. What else would you like to know about? Talked Inside Baseball. You want to talk about E3? Yeah, there's probably going to be more, like, E3 content. I'm not sure how much. Probably just one, like, vlog-style video or something about E3. But E3 is really cool. I had a good time. It was my first E3 ever. I hate the face melter, please. It's really good from a... I walked into a bullet at the last fucking second. If only the Polaris had been level 2 or I hadn't been bad. One of those two things could have saved me. I'm not going to belabor the point, because honestly, muscle relaxing gives us better aim, I think. Greatly increases accuracy. Good, good, good. Honestly, sometimes I think when YouTubers talk about conventions, and I'm guilty of this too, you'll be like, oh, I'm so sick of going to conventions. I hate being paid to travel and cover video games, but I actually don't because it's my dream. You know, like lots of people out there, bad damage, but at least it's HP instead of armor at this point, which sounds ridiculous, but you know, you can still get ammo for it, or you can still get HP for it later. Let's do that. And do I care about what is a bonus shop? I think I do, actually. Let's check it. Spice for 101, and then 2 guns, apparently. It's kind of a waste of a key, but keep in mind, we're not really using our keys for anything else. Considering that we have the, Mimic Tooth Necklace, which is still hard to say. Man, you have to do every single room with a minecart in it? Anyway. You know, complaining about travel is like a real thing. If you travel for work, it's nice to be at home, you know? That being said, I think sometimes it can rub people the wrong way. I'm not going to complain at all about E3, but I will say at E3 it's really nice to just be able to play like a lot of games. Like PAX is more of a like consumer show, which is great. It means that if you're not in the industry, that's the show you go to and you play a bunch of games and you hang out with your friends and have a great time. But at E3, basically, it's a convention for like media and other business people that work in the industry. Not to say that I'm a business person, but anyway. So what that meant is basically, you know, they're like, hey, yeah, you got an appointment at 6 o'clock, just show up. Well, 6 o'clock is after the show floor closes, but anyway. You know, you got an appointment at 10 a.m., just show up, and then they're like, all right, here's our game, why don't you play it? So I got to see some cool stuff. As far as, like, highlights, Devolver's new game, Absolver, looks really cool. It's like, it's a martial arts fighting game that's open world. It's a third-person action game. And you can have, like, a party, or at least a co-op partner. But there's also some kind of, oh my god, is that a jammed trap, or is that trap just fast on that room? It must have just been fast on that room. But you can have, like, some ambiguity. Like, you could be working with somebody. Oh, no. Oh, no. You could be working with somebody, like, fighting with them alongside of them, and then just decide to betray them and then take all their shit, which I think is a really cool, It adds a lot to the tone of the game, I guess I'm trying to say. And also, they said that the way you actually gain moves in the game, because you can learn new moves and stances and stuff like that. The fighting system looks really cool and fluid as well, by the way. But the way that you learn them is actually by being taught them. So if your friend has like 12 hours in the game and you just got it, you can actually be like, hey, show me that sweet, like, spinning back fist move that you have. And if he does it in front of you enough times, you actually just learn it by picking up the experience, which is really a cool way to do things, I think. And, Gwent. I'm gonna be a sucker for Gwent. I'm gonna be a Gwent prostitute, basically. I'm gonna play the shit out of that game, I think. We got the Vertebrae K47. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate the Vertebrae K47. It's a great gun. I can't wait to use it for about maybe a nanosecond, a picosecond before you take it away from me forever. How is this run going right now? It's actually, I'm not afraid to tell you that I'm doing shitty. And I think I'm doing shitty right now. This gun, it sucks, man. Or not this gun. This run, it sort of sucks. And it has the potential to get out of the suckage. Some good passives, and honestly, more spice would help me get out of there. I got an okay active, and it might even be a good active that I just don't appreciate as much as I should right now. But honestly, we've kind of like gone half-assed on this. Oh, that was real bad. But Amulet of the Pit Lord, man. Thank God. We've gone half-assed on the spice, and I have to feel that the spice might be a little bit like the Orthodox religion in Crusader Kings. Now, bear with me, because you're going to think, whoa, that's getting into some touchy subject. No, it's not getting into a touchy subject. I'm talking specifically about Crusader Kings 2. Basically, there's the Orthodox religion. If your country is affiliated with it, you get a benefit from being at either extreme of like liberalism or conservatism or something like that. You know, what you don't get a much benefit from is staying in the middle. You really want to go for, one specialization. That's kind of how I feel about spice. I mean, at least thus far. Like, we got this spice, but we got like 2 levels of it. We're not picking up much at all right now. Sure, let's fight the Mimic. Yeah, that time I definitely just went over and pressed A. I would not say that we're very friendly with these Mimics, but I guess it doesn't say, friendly Mimic necklace, does it? It says Mimic Tooth necklace, which I'm hoping to just repeat over and over and eventually get it into my brain that that's the way that it should be pronounced. Okay, HP-wise, not going too amazing right now. Can you please spice up my life? Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. Hegemony rifle, so precise, so seductive. Take you to the Hegemony shop. Yeah, I'll let you spend those credits you got. Hey, would you like to purchase a health pot? Well, sorry, we don't sell those. It's mostly guns. Starting to feel the burn a little bit here. Earthworm Jim gun. It's like a good clob. In fact, it might actually be way better than I originally was giving it credit for. It seems horribly ammo inefficient, but who really cares? Sorry, it's called the Heck Blaster. It's not Earthworm Jim gun. It's the Heck Blaster, of course. I'm honestly feeling real pessimistic about our chances right now. And I'm trying to be, kind to myself, because it's been a while since I played Gungeon. I don't think we've really played that poorly on this run. Oh, he's summoning a mummy, no doubt. Speaking of the mummy, did you guys hear that Brendan Fraser was cast and starring in a Bollywood film? Hold up, I need to know. Tell me, baby girl, because I need to know. Mark Anthony. Mark Anthony? Wait, which one's the Roman general? And which one used to be married to Jennifer Lopez? This, I'm gonna put myself on the line here. Mark Anthony used to be married to Jennifer Lopez. Mark Antony is the Roman general. Is this correct? Well, actually, technically, he was an admiral. No, he was technically a consul. I don't know if that is true. I'm just joking, but I actually did forget which one was which temporarily there. Okay, this is really not going super well right now. And this floor, I mean, it's the 4th floor. This could be the end of all things good. I need to know, is Brendan Fraser Canadian? I've been operating under the assumption that Brendan Fraser is Canadian for, like, maybe 15 years? I almost need to check right now, but I'm not gonna. Remind me at the end of the episode, after I die or succeed. Remind me to check. Is BrendanFraserCanadian.com. What is this? This is a normal gun. Why did I think that it was weird? Oh, because when you reload it, it becomes weird. Is this our trick gun? I might call it our trick gun. Is this the trick gun? Alright, this is a good gun to fight a Mimic with. I mean, a Mimith. I'm joking, of course. Shadow Bullets. Dude, this is a sick passive. This is the first passive we've picked up maybe all game that makes me think, like, okay, maybe we can pull ourselves out of this. Let's keep in mind... Oh, absolutely. Thanks for the HP. Let's keep in mind, your boy NL did get himself out of a real bucket of syrup on that convict run recently. There we get the laser sight as well. It means that, you know, in 100% of the runs that we'd had that sucked, we had died. Or not sucked, but that we played poorly in. We died. Except for that, or that was at least until that convict run we had, where we pulled everything out and ended up having a fantastic run. In spite of the fact that it didn't, at least at start, look like it was going that well. We pulled out of it, maybe we got a little bit lucky towards the end, but the dream came true, right? That's what we're working on right now. We hit a little bit of a dark patch. Now we're hoping to prove that that convict run wasn't a fluke and we can actually get out of here and not completely leave ourselves miserable. By the way, where's my fucking spice? I picked up some spice. There hasn't been much spice since the original spice pickups. I don't know why I would get that close. We're already hitting with every single pellet. I don't know. There's a little bit of fate tempting unnecessarily here. Great shot. Good shot. There were some shadow bullets in there, though, so at least we got to see that because we missed. Right, boss fight with a nail gun, probably. Yeah, man, what did I tell you? What did I flippin' tell you? I mean, it's like I'm telling people. I'm always, like, trying to accomplish the boss fight, and then the game gives me the nail gun, you know? I get no respect. It's the worst Rodney Dangerfield impression of all time. Give me some shadow nails, please. Shadow nails. Talk about your family, your sister. Ah! That's bullshit. And by bullshit, I mean I'm an idiot, but it's bullshit nonetheless. Please, please, Skull, don't do this. I'm only in this room so I don't get fined. And by that, I mean I'm only in this room so I don't get the freaking nail gun for the boss fight. What is it? You have to do like a set amount of damage? Oh, and then you give me the Derringer. See how it is. The only Derringer I support is Rick Derringer, the rock and roll superstar behind the magnum opus rock and roll hoochie coo. Thank God we got some more Derringer ammo. Amazingly, the nail gun is actually worse. Or sorry, the nail gun is actually better than what we ended up having to start the boss fight with here. So hopefully we can just ride it out for a little while. It's gonna be the statues. Well, oh, we got a quick weapon change there. I wonder if the stump is gonna be incredible here. Oh, is this like the Isaac's Tears item? See, this is what I'm thinking. Put the stump down. They're gonna chase after it. Oh, it fires faster the more you shoot. And then it's gone. Oh, I walked right into it. I got my perspective messed up there. No one can defeat the power of the quad laser. One day, the day will come when I have a joke about every single gun, and then I can just speak in jokes for the rest of my life here. That was the worst. Okay, one statue's done. We're not really in a shitty spot yet. We don't have to be in a shitty spot yet, at least. We might be in a shitty spot on a future floor, but it doesn't have to be on this floor yet. Oh my God, you got a little too close for comfort, too quick for comfort there. This is where we're using our blanks. If we have to. Not a problem. Honestly, we shouldn't have taken as much damage as we did. I'm not saying we should have flawlessed it. That's a little ridiculous, but hey, you said it, not me. Dragonfire. It's not the Dragonfire, actually. You appear to be mistaken. Common problem. Happens to lots of guys. Okay. We're going down to the next floor. I'm actually very, very surprised at the dearth of spice we picked up. I can't believe that we're at freaking 6 HP on the 5th floor when we were at 6 HP on the 3rd floor. If you told me we wouldn't flawless the bosses, I would say that makes sense. Maybe we'll get the Derringer or the nail gun or something stupid like that. If you told me that we would not ever get another spice pickup, I'd say, how does that happen? Does the shop require a key and we don't have any keys to get in or something along those lines? And I would say, whoa, that's very specific. How did you know that that was actually how it happened? And I would say, it's because I'm you from the future, Northernlion, and I'm here to tell you. Don't buy research in motion stock. It all goes wrong. I know you thought the BlackBerry was a slam dunk. How could you possibly go wrong? Well, it turns out they didn't. Apple comes out with a phone. Who would have thought? Yeah, I know the iPod company. They come out with the phone and it changes the industry forever. I mean, Android's great and it's what you're using in the present day, of course, but there's no denying the impact that the original iPhone had on just the concept of a smartphone. Anyway, I don't actually own Research in Motion stock, nor should you assume that I know what I'm talking about when it comes from a financial standpoint to begin with. And that's not just me covering my ass with respect to liability, but it is me covering my ass with respect to liability. If you get your stock tips from a YouTube Let's Play, like, you brought all the danger and all the evil upon yourself. This is a great place for the Skelly to be. I'm super stoked that you're here. We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl year after year, etc., etc. Sweet, we at least finished that off. The Blasphemy in gun game is not the gun you want if you don't have full HP. We really should not be taking this dumb-ass damage here. No matter what, I'm recording a lot of Gungeon today, so I can tell you with confidence that at least my intention is to play as the robot next episode. See if we can knock out a robot victory. I'm not super optimistic about it, but I think it could happen. Oh my god, the spice is always just out of reach, man. But I do believe that the next level of spice is the one that gives us HP and takes 1 HP away. Oh, YV. So I don't really need to get this level of spice, or at least I don't need to pay for it. Offer tribute. Offer tribute. Offer tribute. He won't take it. Oh, he will still take it. Oh my god. Dude, that's the most money I've ever been able to give to YV. I am expecting shadow bullets and YV. If anything can pull me out of this mess, maybe that's it, man. Shooting like 5 hammers every time. You know, I'm not expecting the damage output to be outrageously better, but it's possible that with this combination, we might be rolling now. And we are, it's hard to tell, especially on fast-firing guns. The shadow bullets are relatively easy to see, but the YV bullets, especially on an auto, or fully auto weapon, are tough to tell. That was really bad, but thanks to Amulet of the Pit Lord. Oh, we can burn while we're falling? Anyway. With Amulet of the Pit Lord, it's like you can cheese the shit out of that room. That was silly. Alright, many bombs, please. Or just hit with every bomb, that's also fine. Oh yeah, we got a shadow bomb there, so we know it can happen. That was not great. A key, I will take it. Don't really care to buy keys from the shop, plus we've already seen the shop. Mostly at this point, I just want to get rid of, oh god! I just want to get rid of the Phoenix here. I will say, you know, I to some extent, I have squandered what we've had on this run. And what we've had is a really nice selection of passives that you don't normally get. So, I do think this is an above-average run, and I think it's a run that's well-suited for gun game. If we lose this, it'll be on me, and I'm okay with that. I mean, it is, if anything, it's a little bit of a warm-up run, but still, I'm appreciative of the fact that I believe that the game has, it's done us a solid. It hasn't just screwed us from the get-go, and I appreciate that. The trash cannon is horrible right now, though. This does so little for us. Oh, there's a thwomp there, you joker. Had to take my moment there. We're very low on HP. I mean, the smart money's probably on us not making it through this floor. But I don't want to be the smart money. I want to be the stupid money that comes through in the clutch and reinforces your desire to gamble, even though you know on the surface it's a terrible idea. It's not actually what I desire for my life. I'd really like to be the smart money, honestly, but can't always get what you want. Okay, so one phase of the plan is complete. Taking out the escort. Fishing in a barrel is not the ideal gun at this point. Okay, we've taken out Skelly Creator. Oh, and actually the turtles. Pretty solid weapon choice right now. Brick Breaker. I'll allow it. Be careful. Machine Pistol, also not bad. And perhaps this is foolhardy, but in my brain, I'm like, if you're shooting more bullets, better advantages out of YV, better advantages out of shadow bullets, but the reality of the situation is probably somewhere in between. The faster you fire bullets, the less likely they are to do a ton of damage, etc., etc. I'll take the free bullets, though. Alright, more HP, please. We can always buy a little bit extra from our shop if we want. We can rely on a fairy in a jar room showing up. More HP is exactly what we asked for. Maybe we'll get the fairy in a jar room next? I'd be skeptical, but... And you know what? Do you think we only need 50 to get the next level of YV? Oh my... Oh, I'm an idiot. I still could be pretty easily convinced to just get the next level of YV instead of buying HP. But of course, the more damage I take, the less likely that is to continue. We got a lodestone amulet. Or I always call it lodestone, but it's not always lodestone. This is the uranium amulet. We're probably in a real bad spot here. 50 HP. I think we, keep doing the rooms for now. Just don't get close. The stump has been very helpful. I perhaps am not guilty of using it as much as I should have. I really don't want to let this run go, because I know the odds of us having a run that's, close to this good later, or, on our next run for that matter, is probably relatively low. And when we get the right weapon, like the Vertebrae K-47 is just tearing ass here. Like, it's so good. We really need, like... And I hate to make my runs rely on this, but we need a lucky break, honestly. That's the easiest way for us to see ourselves getting out of this situation is just getting a lucky break. And that's not going to do it. But the bullet bore, if you get some bonus bullets from shadow bullets or from YV, it might not be that bad. Really, all we got here is the half heart. Can't even afford the armor. Let's do it, man. Beating the dragon would be a start. It's not what I showed up on this run for, but... Oh my god, is this the railgun? Oh my god! Wind-up gun. Not really what we're looking for here, but luckily it didn't last too long. Probably this is a good place... As good a place as any to use this blank. Yep, okay. Probably should have been hit there. Got lucky. Ah, that was bad. Okay, that's alright. I did use the stump. Come on, high quality weapons. High quality weapons. The holster's pretty good. Camera? Now's not the time, camera. No! No! I think I walked into the dragon. You know what? I had a good time on that run. It was a decent warm-up, and we didn't do that badly. But for now, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.